All right, guys, welcome back. Just want to test and see how the live is looking. But welcome to everyone that's just joining us here, maybe for the first time. Um, if you're interested in learning how to trade, or maybe you're new to the industry, whatever it is, we're here to help. I just wanted to kind of test out this software and see how it is. We're here to help. I just wanted to kind of test out this software and see how it is. Perfect. Checking the sound. All right, so before we begin, I want to just take a look and wait for a couple more people to join us. Once we get a couple more people to join us, then we should be good to go, get started. So if we look at it here, this is Euro JPY. Okay. One of the things that I noticed about Euro JPY is we've got a resistance area here, and we've got a support right over here. So obviously, mainly I'd like to mark off my major key levels, which is important. Even looking at it here from the 4-hour, there's not much to say other than the fact that we could definitely see the market give us a nice retracement. There is a little bit of an imbalance here. We could see the market come tap into this imbalance and then maybe see a continuation. It's been quite bullish for quite some time, I'll be honest. So we could be looking at some good buy positions. We could see, in a little bit more shorter term buy positions, but most likely we definitely could anticipate some sort of a pullback eventually. So that's something that we do have to kind of keep in mind. If we look at it over here, chat, we've got a nice area over here where price could potentially give us some sort of a retracement. So we also do have a gap here as well too, so something to keep in mind as well. Let me know in the chat below if you guys are able to see, if you guys are able to hear me and are able to see everything properly. Let me know in the chat. Like I said, I'm just testing out new software right now. So I want to make sure that you guys are able to, see the charts and, see that you guys are able to also hear me well. By the way, if you guys are new as well, welcome to the La Familia. Excited to have you guys here. Make sure you guys give it a thumbs up. Make sure you also are subscribed to the family, because if you haven't subscribed, I don't know what you're doing. You're missing out on a ton of value. Also, let me know in the chat below what other pairs you guys are looking at, so we can look at it together and go from there. And if you're new, let me know in the chat below. Let us know where you're coming from. Family's growing day by day. As you guys know, I like to trade gold now. That's kind of been my main focus. Gold in US 30. However, when it comes to the live streams and stuff, I know that a lot of you guys wanted me to come back. So after a long break, a lot of you guys were wanting me to come back. So here I am. Let me know what pairs you guys want me to look at, and then we can kind of go from there. But let's take a look here at Euro JPY. Euro JPY. So, like I said, overall quite bullish, anticipating the market to give us some sort of a steeper retracement. Ideally, I'd like to see Euro JPY come down to these lows over here. But in terms of like a nice continuation, I think we could anticipate a steeper pullback, even possibly down to these lows over here, chat. This is definitely in the books for sure. But I definitely just kind of trade cautiously, because we've had enough of a similar move to the upside. So I just trade with caution and just wait to see what the market can give us here on Euro JPY. As of right now, would you want to sell? Ideally, no. You know what I mean? I would say, if anything, if I'd be looking for potential sells, what I'd like to see here in the market is to see some sort of a liquidity be taken, right? Some sort of a double top pattern formation. Let the market kind of, knock out this buy side liquidity. See the market maybe come back in, retest, and then continue to go down further. That would give me a lot more confidence for sell positions. So that would be kind of what I'm looking at here for your JPY. Let's go to gold. As you guys know, I'm a gold trader. Okay, I'm just gonna clear this off because this is messy on this one. Let's see what's going on with gold. So let's go back up to the daily here on gold. So gold has been in this kind of like downwards momentum, downwards trend. But I did also mention that we had formed, I don't know if you guys remember, I told you guys about the inverted head and shoulders. I told you that there was a higher probability before gold does end up going to the downside. There's a higher probability it's actually going to come up higher. And I'll show you in a bit what I'm talking about. This is the daily resistance here. If we actually look, let's go back up to the daily. Let's see another zone. We've got, this would be a kind of another key level that I'd be looking at. But other than that, let's go down to the 4 hour. If we go to the 4 hour, okay. So look, so we were able to come to these highs up here, which was kind of my main target from the beginning of the day. VIP, if you were a VIP member, we profited 100 pips today. And if you want to see exactly when we entered and everything, I have the recording on my Instagram. So if you actually go follow me on my Instagram at PedroFXOfficial, you'll be able to see it there on my Instagram stories. So if you're curious about how we caught that 100 pip move this morning, yeah, go follow my new Instagram. It's PedroFXOfficial. The link should be in the video description, but I got to double check that anyways. But yeah, PedroFXOfficial. You can go follow me on my new Instagram right now. Like I said, I share a crap ton of motivational videos, a crap ton of like educational videos as well too. And yeah, like, you know, if there's anything I'm going to be sharing, any promos or anything like that's definitely going to be on my Instagram because I'm pretty active on there. I post like 3 reels a day, pretty consistent. So, but yeah, if you guys are interested in checking that out or getting more info, all the info is in the video description. If it's not there with this one, then I'm sure we can figure something out. So just give me 1 second here. Okay, so what are we looking at here for gold, chat? Let's take a look at it. So like I said, what I was telling you earlier this week, or like a couple days back, I was telling you guys that we were looking at a beautiful inverted head and shoulders. If we look, we got the left, we got the head, and we've got the right shoulder right there. Okay, and this is what I was telling you about, that the market was most likely going to come up. I'm not sure what happened there. The market was going to come up, break the neckline, give us a nice retest, and potentially come up higher. Now, here's the deal. The only reason why I don't think it will come up higher, we could see like a short-term push up impulse, nice retest, and then maybe come back up to these highs before it comes down lower. Only reason why I say that is because if we go up to the higher time frames, chat, like if you look at it on the daily perspective, the daily gave us a nice break of structure, break of the lows here to the downside. So it's still indicating to me that it's still quite bearish. Okay. And so to me at this point, like I'm still leaning more towards sell positions more than buys. Like I would have definitely clear buys once we break above these highs here. Then we're looking for a nice continuation, and we could definitely, you know, target this resistance area up here. Now, like I said, you know, that's just hypothetical in terms of like what I could potentially see for price. But I'd like to ideally see price to continue to break through these highs first, especially on the daily time frame and on the 4 hour, for me to see any more buy, like strong buy positions on gold. So that's why I said, like right now, ideally what I do see happening, to be honest, would be more of short positions from here. I just want to see a nice rejection from this area at about the 2364 range is kind of where we're at. I'd like to see some rejection from that resistance. We could see a nice sell side continuation tomorrow. Again, right? We don't know. We have some major news, I'm pretty sure. and that could definitely change things for sure. Do you guys have any questions for me, guys? Now that we're live, feel free to ask any questions. If you're new, welcome as well. Welcome to the family, La Familia. Make sure you're subscribed. Make sure the post notification bell is active. Okay, so yeah, that's kind of what I'm seeing here for gold, to be honest. Which, like I said, for tomorrow, we could be looking at good short positions. We just have to wait patiently, or even buy positions. Could see a buy continuations, but ideally, I do think it's going to be more leaning towards short positions, to be honest. Seems like it's also respecting this area here too. This could be a zone here, chat. We've got another potential 4-hour zone here. All right, let's see here. Yeah, so it all really depends on how London ends up today, to be honest. We'll see what happens here. Yeah, we'll have to wait and see what happens here. It could also range because you have to keep in mind that after a strong move like this, typically the market tends to range. Right? Something similar to this here. See what I mean, chat? Most likely it'll probably replicate something similar of that nature. Ideally, I'd like to see where it would be at tomorrow. I mean, we could see London kick in. Hypothetically, maybe tomorrow by the time it's here, we can start seeing it come back up. Right? Like there's so much that could happen. My man Nix, yeah, of course, my man. Let's take a look at it. CAD CHF. I'm thinking about upgrading my computers, man. Just don't know. I'm thinking I'll probably get like I've got the current iMac right now, like the new iMac, but I didn't realize like the memory is horrible on it. So okay, so yeah, so it definitely looks nice here in terms of like where it's currently at. A definitely nice daily supply zone as well. You can see that right there. Imbalance is filled. Yeah, it looks pretty good overall. overall, it looks pretty clean. I would definitely be looking for short positions on this bad boy. I'd like to see, let's just take a look quickly here on the weekly, because we also want to look at the bigger picture just to understand where we're at here. Okay, yeah. So we were trending to the upside, creating higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. Market ranged, failed to create a higher high. Market came down. Now it's coming back up, retesting the zone. Most likely, we're going to see a short, and it's going to be for quite a few weeks, possibly. Be good shorts, my man. This looks pretty good. We got a weekly area as well here. Weekly resistance here on the dailies, looking pretty clean at the area of supply as well. Let's just take a look here on the daily. Let's see if anything, there's kind of a zone here too. To keep an eye out, right? Like where price could probably stall out at. And within this range, because it's the daily time frame, we've got quite a few pips, right? Possibly, most likely. Okay, so here's what I'd like to see. We're just seeing it range, right? So obviously I'd like to see some sort of a break. If we could get a break back in, okay, break back in, market could come back up, take out liquidity, and then we could see a continuation back down. Possibly. Again, it's very hypothetical, but this is kind of what I'm thinking, right? Now, for that to happen on the 4 hours, a little bit unrealistic, but so let's just kind of go down on the smaller time frame. I'd like to see the market definitely come back down below this zone here. It's important for the market to actually break below this area, because if it doesn't, it could just range and potentially even come up higher within the area of supply, right? It could definitely come back steeper in terms of like the pullback here. Because remember, this is just a smaller time frame. Doesn't matter though, because we're at a daily area of supply. So what I would like to see ideally is a shift of overall kind of structure here on the 30 or 15 before we start looking for price to actually do anything here, right? We want to see what the market does. I would personally, though, just to be safe, I would wait for the market to break these lows first, because the market could come down closely and then all of a sudden start kind of coming back up to grab steeper liquidity before it actually goes down, right? Or if the case, if it were to come down, right? So just kind of keep an eye out on that. But I would say, yeah, this could be definitely good short positions. For me, the cleanest confirmation would be nice once we get a nice break below these lows, wait for it to retest, and then we could, easily short this all the way down, right? So from level to level, we got Mr. 1102. Let's go. What's going on? Finally caught you, Pedro. It's been a while. Hope all is well. Thank you, my man. Appreciate it, bro. I really do appreciate it. I wanted to ask you guys, what type of computer do you guys recommend? Because what I'm finding is the software for my Streamlabs is giving me a lot of issues, a lot of lag. And I want to be able to like provide you guys with like top-notch content. So like, I mean, I've got the camera. That's not a problem. I got a 4K camera, Sony camera. I've got the mic. I've got the Pro mic. I've got the iMac, which I thought would be enough for just like, the live streams, but it's not. So I was thinking of getting a Mac Mini M2 Pro just so that I have the speed. I like the Mac software, that's why. But I don't know, man. Like I'm just trying to figure out if I should do a PC or the Mac Mini. Most latest Mac Mini to see if it gives me enough power, enough processing and memory to not have any lag. You know what I mean? I don't want any lag on the streams because it's just kind of sucks. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm seeing here on CAD CHF. It's looking pretty clean overall. All right. We've got Boss Nation here, EuroCAD. Sure, man. We'll take a look at EuroCAD. What's going on here with EuroCAD? All right, let's see what's going on here. EuroCAD. Let's go up to the daily. I always like to kind of look at the bigger picture. Okay, so if we look at EuroCAD, man, this is really overall. I don't really like the bigger picture, but that's irrelevant anyways. All I really care about is like current price action, anyways. But it's not looking the cleanest. Overall, I could see that we were in this downtrend. We broke. We had a nice clean break of structure. We could be looking for potential buys. But let me just kind of mark off my zones here first. Kind of go from there. By the way, if you guys are new to the family, new to the channel, let me know in the chat below where you're joining us from. Yeah, so let's see here. Let's see what else can we mark off here. That's an area there that I'm interested in. Okay, perfect. Yeah, so I do like that we did have a nice break from this downwards channel. We can see the market gave us a nice break of structure. Honestly, to be honest with you, I would just wait for the market to see how it reacts from here, right? Because if the market breaks back down here, it could be a steeper pullback before it pushes up higher, okay? Or the market could be doing something where it's going to range and consolidate for a little bit, and then we see a break up. If we get a break of structure up, wait for the retest, grab a liquidity, and we should see a nice clean continuation. But that's kind of what I'm seeing overall, bro. I hope this helps. I hope this gives you a little bit more clarity and stuff. This is how I view the market. So yeah, this is me just sharing my thoughts. You know what I mean? I hope it helps, my man. But yeah, like you see how like once you clean it up nicely, like you can kind of have a clear view of what the actual market is doing. You know what I mean? Like it looks a lot more cleaner because you're understanding, okay, you know, we got a potential break of structure here. And this is just the 4 hour, right? Like once we come to the 1 hour, we can kind of play with this and be like, okay, 1 hour is kind of playing around. We're just kind of stuck in this range. We do have a nice break of structure to the upside. I do like that. We're trending up. Market kind of grabbed some liquidity here, but it's still kind of consolidating. It's not the right time to be really trading this, if anything. But I don't know when this exact pair would be the most active, to be honest, because I don't really trade EuroCAD. But I'll say probably most likely London, and between London and New York session would be a little bit more volume. But yeah, if we get a break outside of this area, we could look for buys up to these highs up here, because the market could definitely and most likely and high probably come up to this high, and then the next high would be up here, right? So market could definitely see a nice clean continuation up here, right? And then that would further continue that kind of upwards break that it's done, right? Because the market broke above, retested, and now, you know, kind of starting to take its path to the upside, okay? Got my man Boss Nation. Thanks, Boss. No problem, bro. That's what I'm here for, man. I hope you're enjoying the stream, the live stream. And guys, like I said, we do these live streams. We're back. We used to do them every single day. I used to do it twice a day. We're gonna have a schedule. We're gonna have everything organized in terms of like when we come on again. Until then, I need to figure out my computer. Like I said, I'm gonna be upgrading my computer. Also gonna be upgrading some software. Probably changing the software. I was using Streamlabs, but for some reason I'm just not really feeling it, man. Like the Streamlabs is like so over complicated with everything software wise, and it's just putting a lot of strain on my computer. However, that's not stopping me, guys. You guys see that I'm obviously live right now here with you guys, so definitely not gonna give up. I'm gonna see what I could do in terms of, you know, what's gonna be best for us, right, for the streams. But yeah. Any questions, guys? Any questions for me before we kind of wrap up? By the way, if you guys want to trade live with me, my students, we killed it today. We caught 100 pips on gold, guys. Literally. And if you go follow me on my Instagram, it's Pedro FX official. If you go follow me right now on Instagram, I put a crap ton of content, trading content, and trust me, it's going to help you guys a lot, especially if you're new to the trading world. You need that. You need that. You need to be like fully immersed in the trading world, right? Because if you're not, it's easy to get distracted by so much information out there. But being a part of a community, even our YouTube channel, which is absolutely free, like we do this all the time. But yeah, literally, like, if you guys want to trade live with me, which we've been trading this entire time, even when I took the time off on the streams, I've been trading live with my VIP members this entire time. And it's worth it, guys. Like, community wise, like I literally had a member, and she was paying like the monthly for quite a bit. And like, I'm a pretty fair person, and I said, you know what? I know you've been a part of the family for a while. Don't worry about it. You don't have to pay me anymore. Just leave it like that. I'm going to give you lifetime access, right? I just, those are things where it's like, it's not just about the money aspect, because obviously there's time involved, but it's more of like, I genuinely want to help as much traders as possible, because I know what it's like to struggle. I know what it's like to not understand what the frick you're looking at. Like, the markets can be complicated, guys. I'm telling you, it can be complicated at times. If you don't know what you're doing and you don't have the right guidance and mentorship, you can definitely feel overwhelmed and lost. However, if you have the right guidance and you're in the right environment, right, in the right community, you're going to be set up for success, right? But at the end of the day, you could be in the right community, but if you're not, your mindset's not in place, you could also, like, sidetrack yourself too, right? So we got my man Boss Nation. I missed those streams. Thanks for coming back to life. Of course, bro. Of course, man. Like, you weren't the only one. There's a lot of people like just tell me, like, bro, like, even if you come like a couple times a week, like, please just come back. So, like, here I am, guys. I'm back at it. Pedro FX back. And like I said, we'll have something more structured right now, because I'm trying to figure out this software stuff, man. Once we get the software stuff figured out, the new computer figured out, it's going to be pretty solid, like consistent, guys, like really nice, just like before, just like the good old days. We got Nick's here. What's going on? Which time frame that you think is strong? Confirmation of structure shift or reversal play? To be honest, I think in terms of the higher the time frame, the stronger it is. But when it comes to like a shift of structure, it could happen like on a 15-30 minute time frame. But again, you could be going from key level to key level, right? Because you could be looking at it from like a 4-hour time frame, right? And if you say, for example, if I like right now, this is the 4-hour time frame, right? Remember, the markets are fractal, right? So in a sense that, like, for example, this right here was a break. This is the 4-hour time frame. This is one 4-hour time frame candle, right? But because we have this break up here, there's a higher probability the market could continue its move up before it comes back down to retest, right? At the end of the day, you could capitalize on this on the smaller time frame, right? On the little wick pullback on the 4-hour could actually be a 15-minute downtrend, waiting for the market to just pull back into a certain area for you to actually start buying it back up, right? So a shift of structure on a 15-minute or 30-minute, you can still capitalize on it. But you know what I mean? It just really depends how long you want to wait. If you wait for a 4-hour break of structure or 4-hour break and retest, like it's going to take a lot longer, right? But yeah, like it just really depends, right? But for the most part, like I kind of base it off ideally the 15-minute. Once I see something on the 15-minute, reason being is because like this is the 4-hour time frame, right? If the 15-minute could be like something like this, could be on this is a 4-hour candle, right? In this little zone here, we could have a 15-minute break, strong momentum, and then this wick down here, this wick right here could be literally a 15-minute pullback, right? That little area right there, right? That wick, right? And that 15-minute pullback, you enter for shorts, right? Because you got to break a structure on the 15, and then you're laughing, right? So it just really depends, right? But I look personally at the 15-minute time frame, 15, 30. It really depends. If I get the 15 and 30 at the same time, it just gives me stronger confirmation that that's the direction the market most likely wants to go. Mr. Learner 2, my trading has gone to another level. Trust the process. The higher time frame to lowering is key. Yes, plus a stress-free life, 100%. Another thing, guys, is you need to detach yourself from the money aspect, right? You come into trading with the mindset that you're going to just make millions of dollars, hundreds of millions of dollars, and it's not that. It's not like that. Can it be like that eventually? 100%. Could you make crazy amounts of money? 100%. Like, could you make, like, for example, like today, today, let me check today. How much did I make today? Because I have a couple different accounts, right? But let me just to give you guys an example of what you could potentially be making. So today, oh, it's not gonna show me like that. So today I made 1900. So it was okay. Like, it was an okay day, right? I could have made a lot more. There's days where I've made like 3,800, right? 4, right? But the fact that it's still like 1900, that's crazy, man. Like, you know, that's like a monthly salary for most people, right? Guys, by the way, if you're new to the family, make sure you guys join in our free Telegram community. The link is in the video description below, or actually in the chat. You'll see my bot is sharing the links into our free Telegram community. So make sure you guys go check that out and join in for free. Also, if you guys want to join in my VIP, make sure you guys go check it out because prices. I did do a nice discount on there for you guys, just kind of as a welcome back. So if you guys want to take advantage or you've been considering joining VIP, go check it out. Yeah, the links are right there in the chat. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm seeing here for EuroCAD. Gold, like I said, gold we could be looking at shorts. I just really like to see how London reacts, right? Depending on how London reacts, then we can kind of go from there. Yeah, if we get a break and retest here, that could be not bad, but I'd like to see the market, see how it reacts. It's going to range for a bit. It's going to range until London, to be honest. But that's kind of my outlook here for gold. Let's look at USD/JPY. We were kind of playing around with this, with the idea of USD/JPY, but I'm not sure what ended up happening here. We broke below here. See, okay, there we go. This is a great example here. Okay, this, whenever you see that I put a blue line, chat, this blue line here means my 1 hour area structure. Anything that's like a gray area highlighted like this is like a higher time frame, like a 4 hour or whatever. But the blue lines are typically the 1 hour time frame. That's just kind of how I differentiate them. So this was the 1 hour time frame. Okay. Now, if you would have waited for the 1 hour to close right here, shoot, 1 sec. This 1 hour candle right here, you would have waited. Okay. I don't know if you guys can see it. But if you would have waited for that 1 hour to close, you would have already missed the move. Okay. However, I have this marked off, this area here, which is a 1 hour area of structure. Look at this. Pay close attention. 30-minute, nothing. It just went down, right? Look at the 15. What did we get on the 15? Literally what I was just explaining to you guys when you could see a shift. What did we have here? Here, break a structure, market pulled back, and then tanked. That would have been a beautiful entry right there on USD/JPY during what, like right now, during Asian session. This would have been a beautiful short position. Would have entered right there at that doji. Do like a nice, what is this, 20 pips? Okay, so that we could do like a 15 pip stop. This was just another zone here. We could have just targeted here. That would have been 20 pips. But either way, I would have like done like that would have been a kind of like a 1-to-1 or 20 pips. Or it actually ended up peaking at about 41 pips. But ideally, I want to be realistic as to where I would have targeted. My first target would have honestly just been here, which would have been about 20 pips. That would have been my main target right there, which is a 1.3 risk reward ratio. Not bad. I would have, to be honest, I wouldn't actually do 15. I would do like 10 pips. Just not bad. That's almost a 1-to-2, pretty much. Right? Only risk 10 pips. Because in reality, like you can see the shift happening, right? That's the shift, the structure happening there, and that's it. Right? I'm not saying it's always going to happen that way, right? But just to show you guys what is possible, right? Let me know in the chat if you guys understood that explanation there. Make sure you guys give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed the live stream. And if you guys are new to the family, let me know in the chat below. Where are you guys joining us from, guys? All right, guys. I think this is it. I appreciate you. I appreciate you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the live stream. If you're new to the family, welcome. Like I said, you guys have all the access to everything. Feel free to reach out. Before we log off here, I wanted to also mention, make sure you guys go follow me on my new Instagram, Pedro FX Official. Pedro FX Official. Okay. That is my new Instagram. So if you haven't followed me on there, you're missing out on a lot of trading content that's really valuable, I find, right? Not just because I've created it, but because I know that it's going to help you guys immensely, how to approach the markets and stuff. So if you haven't already, make sure you guys go follow me on there. Like I said, Pedro FX Official. That's my new Instagram. It's completely, like I said, I had gotten shadow banned on my other Instagram account, which sucks, but it's all sorted out now. I just started a fresh account literally a week ago, and we're at about 190 followers, which I'm sure at any moment it'll start going back up. So yeah. But yeah, if you wanna like learn more stuff and kind of see how what I'm sharing and stuff like that, I post 3 reels a day, so I'm pretty consistent on the content, and it'll help you. You know what I mean? Awesome. We got my man GTA 5. Let's go from Pakistan. Welcome, my man. Welcome. It's amazing. One second here. All right, guys, that is it. Okay, I'll keep you guys updated. Make sure you are subscribed. Make sure that bell notification is active for more videos and content and live streams and everything. Okay, appreciate you guys. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.